if there's somebody out there who is a bona fide journalist, an investigative type, someone who has their finger on the pulse and sources within the federal government, I would have you ask this. And if you know somebody, I would have them watch this and answer some of these questions for me. Yesterday, Donald Trump was on with Laura Ingraham, making news, right? And he said something very troubling about his stupid plan to offer, in a moment of crisis of immigration in the country, too many immigrants, too many people coming into the country. We need to make America great again. We need America for Americans, right? This is all the rhetoric that you hear, all the jingoistic, nationalistic bullshit that you hear. And then Donald Trump announced his plan that we're going to have the Trump Gold Card, where they charge wealthy people who want U.S. citizenship or green cards, they'll be called gold cards now, they could pay $5 million to come in. They can come into the country that is so overrun with migrants that we can't handle anybody else except if you have $5 million, right? So yesterday he made a comment about it that I think it's very troubling, and I think it needs to be tracked. We need to be paying attention to this, because when the dumb guy, the chief grifter, the absolute charlatan, carnival barker, con artist, fraudster, Donald Trump, adjudicated fraudster, Trump University, he can't even be involved with a charity in the state of New York. The president of the United States of America is not worthy to be qualified to deal with a charity in his home state, or what was his home state, because of fraud. I mean, let that sink in. Just take a moment with that. Give that space in your brain. I know it is where we are, but it's just a remarkable thing. We've had some real pieces of shit as president of the United States, and none of them were restricted from being involved in charities. But Donald Trump is just so much of a piece of shit that that's the case. That's the reality we live in now, that he's foisted upon us. Anyway, let me get to this clip. This is him saying that he'd love a piece of that $5 million per green card, Trump Gold Card. You can call it what you want it, as long as it sells. They like to call it Trump Gold Card. You named it that, dipshit. You think you're a marketing genius. You're a moron. Anyway, watch this. And then we'll talk about some of the numbers he's talked about in the past that he could generate for the United States with this $5 million per Trump Gold Card. Watch this, very brief clip.
That's the point.
We have time. We're going to be making a lot of money because of tariffs. The good news is we've got it on. We're going to very soon be on an even keel. We're going to be taking in a lot of money. The Trump card, the gold card, whatever they want to call it, it's okay with me. Whatever's going to sell better is fine with me. It'd be nice to get a piece, but I don't get a piece. Okay, I get nothing out of it. All I do is want to make this country successful again. We're taking in tremendous amounts of money. We have car companies that are building here who 6 months ago we're going to build in Mexico, massive plants. They're building them in the United States. We have Honda is going to Indiana. We have them opening up in Michigan. It's amazing what's happening.
The judge.
He wants a piece. He said, I'd love to get a piece. I know I can. I know I can't. You better watch me, though. I might do. I might do it. I might do it. I might raid the Treasury. You never know. You never know. Pretty alarming. Pretty remarkable for a president of the United States to admit, yeah, I'm thinking about grifting. I'm thinking about stealing money from the Treasury. I'm thinking about enriching myself openly, with no fear of reprisal, no fear of consequence, because the Supreme Court have given him a get-out-of-jail-free card. No, it's not a get-out-of-jail-free card. It's a don't-go-to-jail card. Never go to jail card. Zero consequences for you, dear leader. But the thing that I want to talk about relative to the numbers is that he has said in previous weeks, after they announced this Trump Gold Card nonsense, that if 10 million people, rich people, pay $5 million for their Trump Gold Card, that's $50 trillion. We're ejecting roughly 10 million, if Donald Trump gets his way, migrants out of the country, I guess, to make space for the wealthy oligarchs from around the world to pay their $5 million for permanent residence, permanent legal residence in the United States. I mean, look, there's a lot of people who push back on the progressive narrative that is true about the oligarchy, the dangers of oligarchy, that it didn't just show up on the scene in the United States. We've been a country that's ebb and flow with the number of oligarchs in our country, whether they're the Carnegies or the Vanderbilts or the Musks, the Bezoses, the Zuckerbergs, now to some portion of a degree, the Trumps as well. Never were super, super wealthy until now, until the presidency. Donald Trump may not have been an actual billionaire until the presidency. And now he's just swim. He's flush in cash. Not enough, though. He wants a piece of that $5 million per Trump gold card. Call it a commission because his name's on the card, right? Anyway, what do you think? Where has my analysis been flawed? I would offer my ear to you as I stumble through trying to finish the video and talking. You know, it's difficult sometimes. I have a hard time. Yeah, I'm but a man. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. You know, it's always the things that I say the most often, that I repeat ad nauseum, that I stumble on. Well, what's that say about me? Is it dumb shit? Is that what it says? I think maybe. What are you doing here? Why are you listening to me? I am just an objective dumb shit, right? Everybody clicking unsubscribe as I speak. I don't want to trigger that. Anyway, I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.